Vancouver, Canada. I'm outside on my deck, beautiful sunny day, December, just a few weeks before Christmas. I'm just enjoying my simple view here, and I feel so blessed and happy, but most of all, to be here with you and discussing about the subject. Maria, I am buying this product and that product, putting this on, and I'm still getting acne breakouts. What should I do? So today I'm going to discuss step by step. I have so many key points, so go get a pen and paper and let's start right now. Really quickly, my name is Maria and I want to thank you for being here, and most of all for my subscribers, for being there, supporting me, giving me so much love. For the people that do not know me, well, hopefully you will enjoy my tutorials. Give me thumbs up, give me comments, and we don't have to agree. This is the point about these tutorials. Let's agree to disagree. So the subject today, it's about acne. And there are so many factors. And so today I would like to talk about things that you can do internally and externally, and things that work and do not work. But the factors are many. So it could be that you are so stressed out, genetic, diet, hormones. Let's say you're going through puberty, you took antibiotics, you're on birth control pill, you're on medication. There's so many factors. However, you are in control. So where did it all start? Most likely it started at puberty, because at puberty of the hormonal changes, the skin will change quite a bit. The pores, they become deeper. We have the development of the sebaceous glands, and the sebaceous glands actually produce sebum, and it is actually a very favorable food for a bacteria that we have on the skin called QT bacterium. And this bacteria, together with sebum and sweat, they produce an acid mantle to protect our skin. When sebum increases, it can cause inflammation of the skin. So some people think, well, Maria, and which is true, if we starve the bacteria by reducing the amount of sebum, and a lot of people will do that with retinoids like retin-A, or also alcohol or anything to dehydrate the skin, then everything will be okay, right? Actually, no, because if you do that, the purpose of the sebum is to keep the skin supple and young and lubricated. So when we start doing that, and I'm sure that you found that out, is that even though you have pimples and blackheads, you have this dryness on the surface. Yeah, and causing more problems. Why? Is because there is a message that is sent from the skin to the brain saying, hey, the skin is dry, even though it's all full of acne and blackheads. It's sending the message, because your skin is feeling nice and tight, that it will produce more oils, more sebum, more problems. A little bit of a side information. Most women that apply a little bit of makeup, lipstick, mascara, skincare, in average, a woman applies approximately 168 unique chemicals directly on her skin. Men, a little bit less, approximately 85 chemicals. The skin is an organ of elimination, as I always mention that, but also an organ of absorption. So if you use cheap products, you are absorbing all those chemicals, causing more damage to your skin and your body. If you're struggling with any skin condition, from eczema, psoriasis, acne, like acne vulgaris, rosacea, fungal acne, hormonal acne, or any skin condition, you know firsthand how frustrating it is when you're trying to do everything possible, but you're still getting these eruptions, and you deserve to have a beautiful skin. You're feeling depressed, social anxiety. It affects your self-esteem and confidence. And it all stems from your gut. What did you say, Maria? Are you telling me my gut is controlling my skin? Not only that, it controls your whole body, your mind, your health. So it is very important that we have a healthy gut. Our body hosts 100 trillion microbes, viruses that live in harmony with our body. And it communicates with our immune system. So you might ask me, so how does this work? Well, scientists have they found out that there is a line of communication between our immune system, our skin, our brain, that mediates through microbes and ultimately influences our whole system. Our skin, from our face and all the way down to our toes, also have a microbiome of a different, of course different than internally, but a mixture of bacteria, viruses, fungi, sebum, sweat, that is a mixture to protect our skin, to keep our skin young and supple and protecting us from outside. So it's almost like you have like a saran wrap of protection, a skin flora that we have to protect it by using good products, keeping it healthy by using not only good products, eating properly, and take care of our gut. So the microbiome of the skin, some of the bacteria, I'm sure you heard of before, Staphylococci, Micrococcus, Malassezia. You remember I have a tutorial on Malassezia folliculitis. Okay, so if this bacteria is unbalanced because you're getting tons of sebum, then there you go. You are going to have fungal acne. Corynebacterium, Brevibacterium, Dermabacterium. Oh, there's so many kinds of bacteria. So, but they're good. These are all non-pathogenic bacteria. So the pathogenic bacteria are the bad ones. The non-pathogenic bacteria are the good ones. So quickly, I would like to do a little bit of theory. So here we go. We have a diagram of a cross-section of the skin, and you see the hair follicle, the sebaceous glands, the pore. The sebaceous glands releases an oil called sebum, and the bacteria. So here bacteria are found everywhere, from internal of the hair follicle, on the surface of the skin. We have 100 trillion, so they're all over the place. We have an ecosystem protecting. Maria, what can I do to help with my microbiome or my flora? So the first thing you have to do is to start eating better and to hydrate. And I do have a tutorial on called a detox water, that it gives you basically what you need to put in your water so you're able to absorb that water. Start eating well. That means to take in your vegetables, your legumes, your fermented foods such as kombucha, sauerkraut, kimchi. And so those are the prebiotics. Take probiotics like a good yogurt, kefir. So you're wanting to establish a good flora in your gut. Also take in your vegetables, like everything that is green is good for you. And if you decide that you want to have a plant-based diet, that's great. But if you want to eat meat, that you are really pay attention that you're eating grass-fed beef, that you're eating organic chicken, wild fish, so that you're paying really close attention of what you're putting in your mouth. Okay, so let's talk about now some practical things that you can do on your skin. I believe in good skincare line, and I do have a link below so you can look at all these things that I talked to you about, and at your own time, your own leisure, look through all these different types of products that I advise. So the first thing you want to do is to clean your skin with a good cleanser. And after you cleaned your skin, you might want to use maybe a light scrub. And maybe if you don't want to scrub, a spin brush, and I do have a tutorial on that. And you want to do it very lightly. You do not want to cause any irritation on your papules or your whiteheads, because you don't want the pus to come outside, because you can spread the bad bacteria, the pathogenic bacteria, all over your face. So be very gentle. The next thing you want to do is, of course, rinse your face, get some hot water, and get a clean face cloth, put it in the hot water, and then you do hot compresses. Don't rub your skin, just very lightly put in that area. And what you're doing, you're bringing heat to bring to the surface of the skin. And by doing that, the red blood cells and the white blood cells in the blood will start to fight the bad bacteria. And you do this maybe once a day. After you do that, and the best time is to do it at nighttime. After you do that, then you spray apple cider vinegar and water, and I'll talk about the combination afterwards. And you want to spray all over your face, allow it to evaporate, and then after that you want to apply a light, very light moisturizer. If you have very large papules or pustules, you could use tea tree oil mixed with water and apply only on the area of the papule or pustule. If you're allergic to tea tree oil, maybe you want to try manuka oil, and both of them really are actually quite good to kill the bad bacteria. Change your pillowcase every night, because you don't want to put your clean face on a dirty pillowcase. Yogurt and honey, mix it together and apply it. Both of these ingredients are high in good bacteria that you can put it onto your skin. And so mix it together, leave it on for about 10-15 minutes, and then rinse it off. That's how you can bring good bacteria on your skin. A product that is readily available and a lot of young people, individuals are using is benzoyl peroxide. Did you know that this actual product is a form of bleach? So you're using a form of bleach on your skin that causes major irritation, dryness, and redness, and you are not only killing the pathogenic bacteria, the bad bacteria, but you're also destroying the good bacteria. Another ingredient that a lot of my subscribers have asked me, Maria, what do you think about sulfur cleanser or sulfur soap or sulfur moisturizer? I always say do not. Even though it is a gentle cleanser, it causes intense stripping of the skin, and it may cause stinging and burning and a smell of mild rotten eggs. And it also causes an accumulative damaging process, just like the benzoyl peroxide. If you're allergic to sulfur, you will have difficulties in breathing, swollen face, swollen throat, irritated lips, and on and on. Be very careful if you decide to use sulfur because somebody advised you to use it. Be very careful if you want to maybe try a little spot to see the reaction on your skin, and also if you are allergic. And it does have, as I mentioned, cumulative harmful effects through skin absorption. So I personally, and this is only my opinion, would never use sulfur. Now, I am not a dermatologist, I'm not a doctor, I'm an esthetician with a lot of experience, over 40 years. And one of the things that I've seen a lot of young kids and women with hormonal imbalance, because of internal problems, they take antibiotics. And yes, antibiotics are good for if you have an infection of your body that you need to take. But what I'm noticing is that a lot of dermatologists, that is the first step that they do without actually looking at your whole system and your diet. The antibiotics, they come as a cream for the surface and also as a pill. When you're taking it as a pill, it totally unbalances your whole gut and causing more problems. Now, what I've noticed with a lot of individuals that have talked to me and my clients is that when you use these antibiotics, yes, it does, you will see your skin clean out because you're killing the bad bacteria and also, of course, the good bacteria. But as soon as you stop, because you cannot take these antibiotics forever, so as soon as you stop, because you've killed both, guess what? The pathogenic bacteria, it is the strongest bacteria, and it will come back faster and stronger. And what you will notice is that by the time you stop with your antibiotics, you will have a pop-up with all your acne, not as bad as before, worse. So I always advise, don't take antibiotics unless you have a major inflammation, infection of your body. Another active ingredient that I would never use are retinoids. And the retinoids come into two forms. It's either in a emulsion or cream, or also used as orally as a pill. Basically, what it does, this derivative of vitamin A, it speeds up the cell turnover. I have a little picture here. So basically, like I drew the little cells. These are the basal cell layers, or also called germinativum. And from this here to all the way up to the top, it takes approximately, like an adult, approximately 28 days. As you're older, of course, it takes a little bit longer, and infants much faster. But with retin-A or retinoids, doesn't matter if you're using it as an acne treatment or anti-aging, it makes your skin very, very sensitive to the sun. So you have to be very careful when you go outside to protect your skin with hats and using products to protect your skin. And but what it does, it speeds up the cell production to outcompete the acne, making your skin very, very sensitive to the sun. And a lot of individuals, especially with anti-aging, they like this because it has a cell turnover, and your skin seems like it looks younger. But what you've done, you have thinned out the epidermis. Okay, let me take my picture again. So this epidermis here, right in here, where's the pink here, instead of being this thick, for example, it becomes very, very thin. And I've noticed that a lot of women, they look really tight, almost like they have like a sunburn. Something is wrong when you do that. And oral retinoids have a whole list of medical risks, like gut issues, liver damage, and IBS that can last a lifetime. Also, that is for anti-aging. If you're using it for acne, what we have noticed is that as soon as you get off this treatment, your acne will come back. Now, foods that you need to eliminate. And some of you that have been following me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And so what we want to do is to eliminate, to strengthen your immune system, and to cure your candida. First thing you want to remove is sugar. All sugar, processed foods. If you do need some sweetener, maybe stevia, which comes a plant-based sweetener, that could be okay. Because sugar feeds the yeast, the candida, and also reduce the amount of fruit intake. However, you can take berries, that is fine. For a period of time, for 2 or 3 weeks, remove all grain gluten because it's very inflammatory to your intestinal tract. And however, flour, you can use, if you want to use flour, you can use coconut flour or almond flour. Number 3, remove all hydrogenated fats because these fats feed the sebaceous gland. And when the sebaceous gland releases more sebum, guess what? It is a good food for the bacteria. You have a lot of sebum and you're going to have more problems. So instead of using hydrogenated fat, use coconut oil. Olive oil is really great. Now, Increase fiber, such as seeds, nuts, any kind of vegetable, because that is so good for your gut and also cleans your gut out. Increase the protein, such as I mentioned before, organic chicken, grass-fed beef, wild fish, eggs, because all this protein actually balances your blood sugar. Healthy fats. Yes, I like coconut oil, olive oil, especially coconut oil is very good because it has an antimicrobial properties, and the olive oil has very good omega. 80% of your immune system starts in your gut, so let's have this healthy gut. So the first thing I want to mention as a supplement, you must have a good probiotic, and I do have a link below to look at. But also you want to take things like a natural yogurt, kefir. Those are all good probiotics. Also prebiotics, and a food format of prebiotic is all your fermented foods like kefir, kimchi, kombucha, sauerkraut. Antioxidants, all your berries and elderberries are very good, but also NRF2, and I have a link below. NRF2 is an activator that helps your body to produce its own antioxidants, and I'm very passionate about that, so I do have a link below. Do look at it. Zinc. Zinc you need to take approximately 45 milligrams, and zinc helps you with your immune system and also balances the sugar level in your blood, repairs the lining of your gut. Another vitamin that I advise is vitamin B5. Fish oil, yes, it's high in omegas, fatty acids, and that will reduce your skin lesions, your acne lesions. So fish oil, omega-3, and I do have a link below, something that's very good. And use mild scrubs, and you could, which are mechanically, and also you can use chemically scrubs, which are like the AHAs, like the glycolics, the BHAs, the salicylic acid, and it's below. But again, use them carefully, maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks to help to exfoliate on the outside. Do not use benzoyl peroxide because it weakens the barrier, it kills all your bacteria. Would you use bleach on your skin? Absolutely not. What are probiotics? Because some people ask me that. Basically are live microorganisms which are essential for our survival, that helps us to absorb the nutrients. So you do need to have a good gut flora so you can absorb all your food, and it keeps your health, the integrity of your colon. The last thing that I do want to mention is that you must have good sleep. Have at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night, because the bacteria has its own circadian rhythm that it needs you to rest so your body can repair. I know that this tutorial was a long one, and I'm very passionate that you are healthy, happy, because if you have a healthy gut, you will have a healthy mind and a healthy disposition, and you will not have all those blemishes. Do not take antibiotics, do not take retinoids, do not put sulfur on your skin, harsh products. Don't do that to yourself. Love your body, take care of it, and the body will take care of you.